Good morning, dear students. This is Amit sir. In the previous lessons, we already learned about the various input and output devices that a computer used. We already know that computer is an electronic device. It consists of hardware as well as software. Today, we are going to discover the main parts or hardware components of a computer system inside the CPU cabinet or CPU box. The components inside the CPU box are motherboard, processor, RAM, hard disk or hard drive, power supply unit, removable media devices, cooling components, and the various cables. Let's talk about them one by one. Motherboard, the primary circuit board inside your PC or the computer system. Is it motherboard? All the components inside and outside the CPU in the computer system are connected through the motherboard in some way. The motherboard provides the electric connections by which other components of the system communicate. The motherboard includes many components such as CPU, RAM, the firmware, the internal and external buses, and all the other devices connected to the computer. Next is processor. The central processing unit or CPU is also called a processor, which is located inside the computer case or CPU box on the motherboard. The central processing unit can execute computer programs. It is sometimes called as the brain of the computer, and its job is to carry out the various instructions and command in the computer system. So that means whenever you press a key in the keyboard or click on the mouse or start an application, that means you are sending instruction to the computer. The performance of both hardware and the software rely on the processor's performance. These are the four steps that nearly all CPU follows to conduct an operation, that is fetch, decode, execute, and write back. The first step, fetch, involves receiving the instructions from a program or data from input devices. In the next step, decode, the instructions are broken into small parts to run one by one. Next, the instructions executed step by step in various parts of the CPU, such as the arithmetic and logical unit to perform the desired operation. And in the final step, write back. It simply write back the result or the output of the execute steps to some form of memory or transfer the data into the output devices such as monitor or the printer. The next is RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. RAM works as a short-term memory for the system. RAM is directly attached to the motherboard and is used to store programs that are currently running in the CPU. Whenever your computer performs calculation, it temporarily stores the data in the RAM until it is needed. The data in RAM deletes whenever you turn off your computer. The next internal part is hard drive. The hard drive or the hard disk is the place where your software, documents, and other files are stored. The hard drive is a long-term storage. That means that the data still saved even if you turn off your computer or unplug it from the main line. Whenever you run a program or open a file, The computer copies the file or some data of the file from the hard drive into the RAM. When you save the file, the data is copied back to the hard drive again. The next internal component is power supply unit. The power supply unit, as by its name, suggests that it is a device that supplies power to all the components in your computer. It is also referred as SMPS. SMPS stands for Switch Mode Power Supply. The power supply unit in a computer system converts the input power from the main line to desired voltage required by the various components of the computer. It sends power through cables to the motherboard and other components of the computer. The next part is removable media devices. If you are putting something into the computer and taking it out is most likely a form of removable media. There are many different removable media devices. The most popular are CD drive, DVD drive, and Blu-ray drives, which almost every computer in these days has at least one of them. The next hardware components are the cooling devices or the cooling components. The more your computer processes, the more heat it generates. The CPU and the other components can handle only a certain amount of heat. That means if your CPU gets heated a lot, it can be crashed and the computer might not work properly. So if the PC is not cooled properly, it can cause costly damages to the components and the circuit of the system. Cooling components like fans and heat sinks are most commonly used to cool a PC. The next internal parts are cables. All the components that we have mentioned so far are connected by some combinations of cables. These cables are designed to carry data, power, or both. The other components that you might find inside the CPU box are video cards, sound cards, and network devices. That's all for the day. I hope you understand the various components that are used inside the CPU box or the CPU cabinets. Stay safe. Have a nice day.